So this is a very impromptu video, unscripted, but here we go. So yeah, this is one of those videos where like you just feel very emotional from the start. At least I feel a little bit emotional, and I think it's because of the topic that I'm about to share on. So a lot of times students can feel like they just have to be perfect, or they have to be getting everything right, and that if they are not, like, they are a failure. Sometimes you can feel like, and I know even for me personally, like, yeah, the glasses are coming off. Yeah, I'm just gonna put them there. Just coming to like halfway in the year, because I'm in year 12 right now. Coming halfway and feeling like you haven't done anything, or feeling like you're behind. And I think sometimes when we struggle with our education, we can overlook how much it may actually be affecting us emotionally. So I remember when I first moved to the UK, for those of you who don't know that I moved to the UK, like, it's almost 4 years now that I did that. So I grew up in Nigeria, and I know, and again, like, even when I moved to the UK, I had to change schools a second time because I moved houses. So yeah, I went from a comprehensive school to a grammar school. So I've been in new environments about like twice now. I've had to navigate I would say 2 kind of big changes in the past 4 years. And anyway, this is not like just some backstory. Going back to the idea of change and how struggle can often be uncomfortable. When we struggle with things, often it feels like it's another reminder that we are imperfect, and sometimes we can take struggle to mean that we are incapable. And another thing that can happen when we struggle is we begin to compare ourselves to other people. Or why is everyone getting it right? Why is it only me in the class who seems to not be getting this thing? And I think sometimes we can think that everyone else is expecting us to be perfect. And I know that people grow up in different backgrounds, so even depending on your school, it may feel like your teachers expect you to know something, your parents expect you to know something, your friends expect you to know something, and you're just so worried that you are not living up to the expectation of other people. Sometimes our academics can be such a huge platform for all these different pressures, and the impact of these pressures can really show up through our academics. I think for me, even a lot about my own self-confidence, and for like a large majority of time, just wanting to do well academically to just prove a point and show that I'm here, like I'm smart, I can do well. But then it was a lot about performance and striving. And then when things got hard, of course, the result of me pursuing academic excellence from a place of performance and to prove myself, when of course I was then struggling, that would be a whole thing in and of itself, because I would feel so overwhelmed and devastated when I struggle, because I was doing it out of performance and to prove a point in the first place. I wasn't doing it from a place of I am capable in the first place. Like, I am capable. Me doing well academically does not prove the point that I am capable. Does not prove the point that I am good enough or smart. Like, the ability is already within me, but me interacting with my academics to the best of my ability is my way of appreciating the opportunity that has been given to me to learn, to be taught in an institution like a school. Like, this is my opportunity for me to learn and be and become more knowledgeable. That is what academics really is. It's not a platform to perform. It's not to prove yourself and be better than everybody else. It is you making the most out of the opportunity that has been given to you. But coming back now to that feeling of struggle and what I was saying about you being confused and you struggling does not mean that you are not capable. Like, honestly, the amount of times before my GCSEs when I felt like, mommy, if you're listening to this, I love you, but the amount of times when I felt like, God, like, yeah, honesty is the best policy. The amount of times when I felt like, or I thought that I was going to fail, like, even with subjects like biology, because I normally say that I love sciences, but I think in year 11 it really was a thing where if you like get ready for GCSEs, you can understand what I'm saying. There's just so much content, and it can sometimes feel like there is not enough time for you to actually go over it, and the exams are coming in so close, and I was thinking about all the topics that I have not gone through, the amount of like exam practice I've been doing and not getting, like, you know when you get a physics and maths tutor question and then you try to do the question and then you just don't know what's going on. Like, you know how demotivating that can feel. It can feel so stressful, especially when GCSEs are coming in close. Like, it was literally March and I had not enough revision resources for certain subjects. There were certain topics I had not touched since year 10. So you can imagine like how stressed I was feeling, and especially when I began to hear, you know, my mates saying, hey guys, I've just revised the whole of unit 2 in biology. Oh yeah, I've got all my revision resources for English literature. I was like, girl, I've got nothing. And I think another thing is when we compare ourselves to other people can feel so demotivating, but again, it can even lead us to looking away from ourselves and starting to look at other people. We look at social media and apps where we compare ourselves, like, oh, this person has done this much revision and we haven't done that much. Like, I was hearing people revising for like long periods of time, and like, let's say somebody's like doing like, and I'll be doing like half the time that other people are saying that they've been doing. Like, people were saying that they were revising for 12 hours a day and I was just not doing that, and it just felt like I wasn't doing enough. And of course, that led to a train of thoughts that was just really adding to the stress that I was feeling. So this video is for you, a person who has been feeling stressed, person who has been feeling left behind, like your entire year has been moving forward and somehow they left you behind. And even if you feel like you are to blame, there's another thing, like guilt and self-condemnation, when you begin to be so critical of yourself and you blame yourself more than you even do the work that you need to do to improve in the first place. Like, we can negative talk so much and be like, oh yeah, I didn't revise today, such a horrible person because I'm failing and I'm struggling. You know, this girl is revising for this many hours, I'm going to fail, and the line and train of thought continues. Like, let's stop there. Let's actually stop there. You are capable. I don't know if you needed to hear this. Like, if you're somebody who is you've moved to a new school, or the year group that you are in right now, you are struggling, hello, you are capable. You are capable. Take it from somebody who was predicted a 3 and still got a 9. Take it from somebody who in English now, I went from not doing literature and having a completely different curriculum in English in Nigeria, to somebody who, by the grace of God, was able to achieve 4 marks in English Literature Paper 1. Imagine, I was predicted a 7 in English and then I got 4 marks in English Literature Paper 1 and then 90 out of 96 in Paper 2. Like, come on, are you listening? You are not done. It's not over for you yet, just because you are struggling now. And that 7 that I was predicted a 7 in year 11, and my mocks were about, I believe it was October, November, that I did my English literature and language mocks. I was predicted a 7 in both English literature and English language. I actually got like a 7 minus, but of course it's still a 7, and I was predicted a 7. And I remember receiving my English results and just feeling so like, it just felt like it was so difficult and impossible to get a 9. And I think for a lot of people, they hear about difficulty, they hear about challenge, and then they just give up. But I think for me, of course, like for the first couple of days, like I was just like demotivated, and I was like quite upset that I didn't do that well. And yeah, like, why is English so hard? Did that? Like, you could have your little moment for like a couple of like days if you wish, but then I began to challenge myself, like, okay, I struggled, but that does not mean that it is impossible for me to do well. Change your language and change your mindset. Oh my gosh, when I started changing my mindset towards my GCSEs, honestly, everything changed. Everything changed. When I went from, okay, I started a bit later than others, I'm a bit behind, to, okay, even though I started a bit later, I can still achieve. I just need to use the right strategy. Efficiency over large quantities of revision is another thing that you should aim for. Like, honestly, the way that you started doesn't have to define the way that things end. I literally moved from Nigeria to the UK, not even like 3 years before I sat my GCSEs. I moved to the UK December 2022. I sat my GCSEs in May of 2025. Can you imagine? In less than 3 years, I adjusted to the British curriculum and I was able to get a grade 9 in all of my GCSEs. Why? Because I did not give up. There is a difference between your struggle and then your ability, your predicted grades, and whether they are low or they are high, that is not a complete indication of what you are able to achieve. You know for yourself. I know there are people who are listening to me and it's like, Kelsey, you don't understand, I'm working hard and I'm not achieving the results. I'm about to come to you, but I'm speaking to the person who is listening to me, and you know that you could have given more to that exam. You know that you are not fully maximizing your education at this moment. You are going to school every day, or at least most of the days that you do go to school, you are going and you're just going for going's sake. You're not fully engaging in the lessons. You're hearing about the homework and the tests are coming up, and you're not completing the homework to the best of standards. You are not revising in your own time. You're not even inquisitive about how to revise for certain subjects that you know that you are struggling, and then you're coming with results that you know and you find disappointing, or you know that are beneath your potential, and then you're thinking it is too late for me to change. It is not too late. If I can move countries and learn a completely different curriculum, not because I'm smart, and guys, if being smart could carry me, at best I would have gotten like 9s and 8s. But there is a difference when you believe that it is possible for you to do something, even if it means you having to go the extra mile and pushing and giving your best. Imagine, like, when you take your academics, when you take your education as a gift and you say, this thing that is in my hands, because genuinely your education is in your hands. When you decide to take this thing and use it to the best of your ability, nurture it as a gift, put in your best effort to your education, not just once in a while, not just when you have mocks, but every single day. Treasure this gift of education. Ask questions in lesson. Ask your teachers questions. Research online. Go to YouTube. YouTube has so many free resources. When you choose to engage with the gifts that are in your hands, I'm telling you that the results that you receive are going to be different. Don't take it lightly. Don't think that education is something that you can easily throw around. Again, coming from Nigeria, where of course education is not free for a lot, a lot of people. A lot of people like don't even have the opportunity to go to school in the first place, and it's sad. But here in England, we have the opportunity to go to school for free. Guys, I know it can be stressful. I know sometimes it doesn't always feel interesting. It can feel very boring. You can feel tired. You want to go home. You want to sleep. You don't want to do the homework. I get it. We're human. We're teenagers. We're young. We have so much energy that we want to be putting into other things that we may find a little bit more enjoyable. But please, for the hours that you are in school, can you utilize it to the best of your ability? I know you don't always feel like engaging, but can you engage? Not just because I'm telling you to do so, because your parents are telling you to do so, but because I know, and I hope that you know, or at least you know soon enough, that when you invest in this gift of education and you are taking the knowledge in, one day you will be able to help other people, or even help yourself to improve in certain areas. There are subjects that you may be doing that you may feel this is not completely relevant to me right now, but I'm telling you, just the fact that you are more knowledgeable on different and vast areas means that you are more capable to help other people later on in life. But anyway, the point is, where you started does not have to be where you end. Take the teacher's feedback and reflect on it. You got predicted grades that you are not very proud of, but guys, your predicted grades are not the end of it. I got predicted a 3. Did I get a 3? No, I got a 9. I got predicted a 7 in Spanish. Did I get a 7? No, I got a 9. Were my marks great? No. I literally got, anyway, yeah, let me say it. I literally got 4, 5, 6 in Spanish. I believe it was reading, listening, something like that. And honestly, I thought that Spanish was impossible to do well in, because it was so hard. Like, guys, I'm having to learn a completely different language. Like, it was difficult. But did I get a 9? Yes. Why? I changed my mindset, and when I changed my mindset, I changed my actions. And then what did I do? When I adopted the mindset that, number one, it is possible for me to do well, and I will do well. That is the mindset you should be having. Not it is impossible, not I can't do it. If other people are struggling, does not mean that you are going to struggle. Mindset change. It is possible and I will do well. Next step, attitude change. Okay, before, you were somebody who wasn't being consistent in your revision, or you didn't actually know how to revise, or you hadn't actually set out time in the week to do something, or you know that you needed to speak to someone, a teacher, a classmate, a counselor, get a tutor. Guys, get a tutor if you know you need a tutor. Like, chat. You know that you needed that, but you didn't seek the support. Seek it now. Okay, I think I like to seek the support. Change your attitude. If you know you weren't being consistent before, be consistent. But it's hard to be consistent if you don't have a plan in the first place. So create that plan. And if you need help on how to create a plan, comment below and I will I'll respond to you. Okay, I'll respond to you. But I think what I would suggest you do is, first of all, let me not advertise all the time, but if you are struggling to make a revision timetable, I will create a separate video on how to do that. But better yet, why not you join the Study with Kelsey school? Honestly, the amount of resources I'm going to be throwing into that school community is honestly immense. Like, honestly, whatever it is that you need and are struggling with as a student, and you want me to give you advice on, Kelsey, how do I revise for English literature? Kelsey, how do I make a revision timetable? Kelsey, how do I use YouTube to revise? Kelsey, how do I use AI to revise? I am here for you. Like, this is literally why I have created the time to do this thing over this period of my life, to teach you, to help other students to get to the dream that they have as well. But again, the key message is, do not give up. So mindset change, attitude change. You have to reflect for yourself on what you are struggling with and what you need to do better. If you're listening to me and you know things are going great, that's great. But what are the things that you think that you can be doing 10 times more that will put you at an even better place, so that it's not just like, oh yeah, you're doing well enough, you're at your average, but at a place where it's like you can be so confident and assured that you will get the grades that you desire. What are the things that you need to stop doing and the things that you need to start doing more of? Not just, I'm gonna do more revision. What do you need to revise? What revision resources do you need? Okay, have you reflected on your tests and on your past mock results to see that the topics that you're actually weak on? But I will create a separate video on, the attitudes and actions that we need to actually do to get those grade 9s, because it's not just all talk and no hard work. Okay, but to sort of round the video up, how are you and how have you been doing? Like, genuinely, how have you been doing? This academic year is almost over. Like, I will soon be moving from year 12 to year 13, and it is crazy because this time last year I was running around doing GCSEs, and now year 12 is almost over. For you, whatever grade you are in, it's almost over. How do you feel? Like, can you genuinely say that you are proud of where you are now? And even if you're like, yeah, I think I'm doing decent, that is great. but what does your best look like? And why not we start putting our best into our education? Because I'm telling you guys, the results that you will see, the outcome that you will see when you put your best into your education will shock even you. But this is just a genuine or general encouragement, or should I say exhortation, for the students who feel behind. Feeling or being behind does not mean that you have to stay there. There is so much more for you. There is so much more potential. If I had listened to, the times when I was struggling and the negative self-talk that Kelsey, you just moved from a different country, it is too hard, it's not possible, people from Nigeria don't do very well in this subject, everybody else is failing, why do you think that you can do it, it's impossible to get full marks in English, everybody's failing, so you're not going to be able to do it. You got predicted a 3, you got predicted a 7. Why do you think you're going to be able to do well? Why did you aim for all 9s when you have never ever gotten a grade 9 in everything before? Hey, dream big. What you are aiming for may not look like what you are experiencing right now, but then the big question is, what do I need to do to go from where I am to where I want to be? I think sometimes we focus so much on, oh my gosh, this is where I am now, I'm struggling, I'm failing in this thing, instead of actually thinking practically, what do I need to go from where I am now to where I want to be? So I leave you with this. What does the future that you think will make you happy, what does it look like? And I want you to throw away the idea of, your predicted grades and, your fears and your worries and what other people may have said about you. But the future you that would make you happy, what does that look like? For me, that was all 9s. And I wanted that for myself. Not because, it would make other people happy, but I wanted to be proud of my education and do the best with it. And for me, that looks like all 9s. What does the happy you look like? And then for you to get to happy you, what does current you need to be doing? What do you need to be doing? Do not give up, even when things are hard. We will all have our times of struggle. We will all have our times of confusion and weakness, but we become all the stronger and all the better for it when we respond to it, by treating ourselves, I don't know why I started breaking out, by treating ourselves with love, with kindness, but also with determination. Seeing your goals not as some distant future or some distant wish that is impossible, but seeing it as achievable and learning to believe in yourself again. And the way that you can surround yourself with people who also believe in you and believe in your dreams is by joining the Study with Kelsey school community. Link is in my bio, and I will try to link it in the description as well. Thank you so much for listening. This was much longer than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be 5 minutes. But yeah, hopefully that my story of the girl who moved from Nigeria, was struggling at first, trying to wrap her head around everything, the new environment, the new school, the new curriculum, and not all of a sudden, I had a journey, and I would expand more about it in later videos, but I just thought to come up here and encourage you all. Everything, with God, all things are possible. Don't stop dreaming. Don't don't just start doubting yourself and thinking, oh yeah, it's too hard and I can't do it. Change your mindset, change your language, change your attitude, get those results. God bless you. Bye.